Hello everybody, and it's now time for another one of my video game showcases. This is going to be showcasing my PlayStation 1 collection. Uh, I used to have a bigger collection. I sold a lot of it off when I was younger because I wasn't into those types of games. And now I butt myself in the ass because I rebought a lot of them. So this is going to be the first 45 games into the series, and then I'm going to do it, like I said, every 45 games for the rest of my collection until it's all done. The PS2 collection is probably going to take up to 10 parts. This one here is only going to take, I think, 4 parts. So I'm just gonna get on to it right away. These are the only 3 games I don't have. Well, there's 4 games I don't have complete. First one is Doom. I bought that recently for $1. Mega Man 8, same thing, bought it for $1. I bought this one a couple years ago, and it's not the price that's on there for $2, and it's Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. It has the manual, but nothing else to it. Um, Next game is Castlevania Chronicles. This is just a custom case for it. I do have the game. I paid $1 for that, and I hear it goes for a ridiculous price online, complete. So I was gonna get it complete, but I'm gonna hold out until I can see it again. This one here is the only long box game I have in my whole collection, and that is Loaded. Damn sticker on the bottom, but I paid a little bit more for this one because I never seen a long box game in a long while, and when I finally seen it, I picked it up. It's complete with everything, the styrofoam, everything like that, the manual, even the receipt from the guy that bought it prior to me, and the rest of the games from here on are complete. First one is Akuji the Heartless, horror survival platformer. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Next one is Disney Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Fun little cartoon platformer. I enjoyed it. Had the security sticker onto it. Sliced my finger up on that game. I still remember that. Fun little mecha first-person shooter game. The last boss was hard. I had to replay the game just to get more stuff and everything like that. And that is Brahma Force: The Assault on Beltlager 9. If you want to see a full review of this, it's on my channel. Broken Helix, another alien horror survival game. Bruce Campbell does the voice of the main character in the game. Uh, Not really that good of a game. Uh, Blocky as hell. Um, just pure cheesiness. But that's what Bruce Campbell was known for. I know this. You're gonna see a lot of greatest hits games, so just the heads up because like I said, I just rebought them for cheap. Crash Bandicoot, fun little run and platformer game. That was the first Crash Bandicoot I ever played. Croc: The Legend of the Gobbos, platformer game. Want to see a review for that? It's up on my channel. Next roll of games. First one is Dino Crisis. It's like Resident Evil, just with dinosaurs instead of the zombies. Fun little game. I was actually surprised when I played this. There's I think 4 or 5 different endings. I got the one where you blow up. The T-Rex comes after you after the bullet, and you blow him up with the rocket launcher. Next one is E.T. the Extraterrestrial Interplanetary Mission. Go around collecting plants and everything like that. Top-down view like a Zelda game. Not really that good of a game. If you want to see a review for that one, it's up on my channel. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not much of a big fan for the movies, but I love the games. This is actually a pretty good game. I was actually surprised. Um, Hugo the Evil Mirror. Platformer game. I found it was too short. I beat it within 3-4 hours, within 2-3 hours, sorry. And if you want to see a full review up of that, it's up on my channel. The Land Before Time, Big Water Adventure, another short game. Have to beat it 4 times with each character, get each story, and then you do a little mission at the end with Mo. Uh, Fun game. Just I wish it was a little bit longer. I love platformer games. If you want to see a review of that, it's also up on my channel. The greatest hits edition of The Legend of Dragoon. This one here is missing the Fort disc, which is a shame because it would be complete. But I do have a another complete version of it. You'll see it a little bit later. Next one is the greatest hits version of Pac-Man World. Fun little platformer. I was actually surprised with this. Pac-Man going into 3D. I also used the maze type game, and they do have it like the maze games, but just in 3D view, which is a little bit awesome. Next one is Stuart Little, and sorry about that, I'm getting a little bit of a flu, so next one is Stuart Little. Another little platformer game for kids. I beat this one in a couple hours too. Like I said, the platformer games they made for PlayStation, which could be beaten in a couple hours. Oh god, this game here took me a while to beat just because it was all trial and error, and that's Tomb Raider. Fun little game, but oh my god, I died so many times just doing trial and error. Like, that's how fucked up it is. Next one is a Mario Kart clone, and that is Smurf Racer. Takes all the Smurf characters and puts them in one little game where you can race with them. Fun little game. I used to play it all the time when I was younger. Like I said, I do have a complete copy of Legend of Dragoon. This is the black labeled. It has all the stuff into it. You wouldn't believe the price I paid for this. I paid $4 from a Kijiji ad for this and another game. It was a pretty awesome deal. I had to go at 8 o'clock in the morning to pick it up, but still got it. Next one is Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Horror survival game, Alone in the Dark, from the Alone in the Dark series. Spyro Ripto's Rage, the collector's edition. I do have the other Year of the Dragon for the collector's edition. I'm only missing the first one. I do have the box for it. I used to have all three of them. I don't know what happened to my first one. I think I overused it. That was the problem. Next one here is Spyro Year of the Dragon, Green Label. I do have the collector's edition of this. Fun little platformer games. Medieval. Paid $5 for this. Big Medieval fan. I'm still looking for the first one. Can't get my hands onto it. And when I do see it, it's ridiculously priced. Like I said, around here, the games resellers or the game stores, they sell for ridiculous prices, which is ridiculous. Like, I think Twisted Metal, one they had once for $30-some. Like, come on. Next one is a green labeled greatest hits label of Final Fantasy Tactics. Just a Final Fantasy game, but instead you use it's a tactical game. The collector's edition of Crash Team Racing. I do have the greatest hits version. I do have all the collector's edition of this. I just don't have the insert, like the box itself, so you insert them in. Fun little Mario clone. Next one is Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Got this for free off of Swagbucks. Platformer game, horse, like, I would consider it a horror survival game. You play as Raziel after Kain rips your wings off, and then you go from place to place trying to get back all your powers to go after Kain. Next one is Metal Gear Solid. Paid $2 for this. It's a stealth mission type game like Splinter Cell. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which has Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. Bought this mostly for Chrono Trigger until I played Final Fantasy IV on my DS, and I found out that Final Fantasy IV is like almost my favorite Final Fantasy game now. I still haven't played through a lot of the Final Fantasy games, so Final Fantasy IV right now is like my favorite, besides the one I just played on the PSP, which I'll have a review up for it maybe later. I don't know yet. Next one is Twisted Metal 4. Play as cars blowing each other up type deal. This one here I was surprised to get for the price I paid. It was $5, and it was Final Fantasy VIII. RPG type game. I paid 10 for this. No, I paid 8 for this one, and it's Final Fantasy 5, 6, 7. Final Fantasy 8. Sorry about that. My Roman numerals are pretty crappy. And I heard this is actually pretty good. Like the story into it is good. The the graphics into it are pretty awesome. Everything like that. Um, I love this game. I used to play it all the time. I even had to buy another recopy of it because I played it so much that it stopped working, and that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I had almost every card in this game. I think I still have my save state where I do have every card. Almost every card. I don't know. The collector's edition of Crash Bandicoot Warped. This is the third one in the series, I think. Yeah, this is the third one, and I think they use more cards and that into this one instead of actual platforming. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Only paid $1 for this. Fun little platformer. Dracula the Resurrection. I overpaid for this one. I thought it was going to be something else, like a horror survival, and all it is a point-and-click adventure game. It consists of 2 discs. I own 2 copies of this. The other one is a loose CD, where I have it on a generic case. Pandemonium, fun little platformer. I used to play this all the time as a kid, and like I said, I lost it, and then I rebought it. This one here, I paid $10 for it, which is pretty awesome because I find it's one of the best RPGs on the system. But the PS1 had a lot of great RPGs, and that is Suikoden. Instead of playing as, I think it's 3 characters, like you should do rows of 3 or 4. This one had 6 characters, 3 in the back, 3 in the front, and then you had to make an army of 108 warriors, which was pretty good. And if your warriors died, you didn't get their story at the end. One character of mine died by accident. Next one is Spawn the Eternal. Heard it's a pretty crappy game, but I love Spawn. Like I said, I had to buy it. The only one I don't own is the Super Nintendo version of it, and I wish I did. I thought I was getting a good deal onto this until I got home and realized that it's supposed to be in a double case, and it's not. But I'm looking for a double case right now, and that is Xenogears RPG type game. Next one is Bubsy 3D. Heard it's a crap fest because Bubsy should be played in non-3D. Because I remember I just bought the games for the Super Nintendo, but I remember playing them at my friend's house, and they were awesome, like platformer games. So I don't know why they turned them into 3D. They should have kept them 2D because there was a lot of 2D games at the time, like Tomba and stuff like that. Next one is Disney's Pixar's Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. Fun little platformer game based on the second movie. And the final game for this part is Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. I paid a couple bucks for this at a big flea market they have in my province. So yeah, that's my first 45 games in my collection. Tomorrow I will have my second set. Like I said, I don't pay very much. Every now and then I'll overpay for an RPG. But before that, I will pay a couple dollars at the local pawn shop I go to. So yeah, this is part 1. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I will catch you later.